Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3 at gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is about after 44 years, Israel recaptures Beaufort Castle, why the Crusader fortress is a strategic stronghold in southern Lebanon. Following the IDF's announcement of the capture of Beaufort Castle this morning, Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu called it a dramatic change in Israel's policy regarding Lebanon. Last night, our heroic fighters captured the Beaufort Castle. They proudly raised the flag of the State of Israel and the flag of the Golani Brigade there, Netanyahu told the Israeli public. I remind you that 44 years ago this place was a symbol of a heroic battle by our fighters, but it was also a symbol of deep division among us. Netanyahu continued referring to the IDF's capture of the fort during Israel's 1982 incursion into southern Lebanon, which was launched to combat Palestinian militant groups operating from the area. Today we return to Beaufort Castle differently, Netanyahu said. We returned united, determined and stronger than ever. The Prime Minister said that since the start of October 7th war, Israel has eliminated 8,000 Hezbollah terrorists. He said that 3,000 of those Hezbollah operatives were killed during Operation Roaring Lion, with 700 eliminated in the past month alone. This is more than everyone we eliminated during the Second Lebanon War, he stated, referring to Israel's conflict against Hezbollah in 2006. Our forces have crossed the Litani River. They took dominant terrain. They captured the Beaufort Castle. The Prime Minister stated that now my instruction is to deepen and expand our hold on places that were under Hezbollah's control. The capture of Beaufort is a dramatic stage and a dramatic change in the policy we are leading, he continued. We have broken the barrier of fear. We are taking the initiative. We are operating on all fronts. In Syria, in Gaza, in Lebanon, we have established security zones beyond our borders to protect our communities. Netanyahu also promised to bring security to the northern communities, saying it will take time, but we will complete the mission. Defense Minister Israel Katz also mentioned the historic history of Beaufort Castle, noting the IDF Golani Brigade's work in capturing it 44 years later. I salute the Golani fighters and as the IDF fighters who wrote another chapter of Israeli heroism in the place where our heroes fell for the homeland, Katz wrote on his social media account. The recapture of this historical site raises the question, what makes Beaufort Castle so strategically important? The IDF first seized the fortress on June 6, 1982, after Palestinian militants had occupied it in the early 1980s. The Palestinian Liberation Organization, otherwise known as with the acronym PLO, took control of the castle and used it to launch attacks into Israeli territory as part of its insurgency campaign. When Israel launched Operation Peace for the Galilee, marking the start of the First Lebanon War, the IDF conducted a large-scale assault to seize the fortress and the surrounding high ground as part of its operating manoeuvre. While ultimately successful, the attack led to the death of 6 IDF soldiers, including officers who were among the Golani forces assigned to capture the fort. The fortress of Crusader Castle featured natural defences as it's situated atop the rocky Beaufort Ridge, making it an ideal defence position. Sitting at more than 700 metres, 2,300 feet above sea level, control of Beaufort provides Israeli forces a critical observation point over most of the southern Lebanon and northern Israel. The castle is located about 2 kilometres from the town of Ammon in southern Lebanon and directly overlooks the Israeli community of Metula, less than 4 kilometres, 2.5 miles away. From the walls of the fort, soldiers can see into the Hula Valley and the Galilee Plains in Israel, as well as much of the Litani River and the Habateh Marishion corridor in Lebanon, making it an ideal location for surveillance and reconnaissance. The geographical position has given the castle strategic importance for centuries, making it the focus of repeated battles and military fortifications. In addition, the fortress is just a few kilometres from the city of Nabateh, which the IDF describes as a Hezbollah stronghold in southern Lebanon, holds symbolic significance because it was previously captured and occupied by Israeli forces for many years. After securing the removal of most of the Palestinian militant groups from Beirut, Israel withdrew to the southern Lebanon security zone, which it maintained until 2000. Israel ultimately withdrew from Beaufort Castle and the nearby fortifications it had built as part of its withdrawal from southern Lebanon. In 2000, this withdrawal was seen as a victory by Hezbollah and is cited as a reason for the group's confidence and standing, encouraging further attacks on northern Israeli communities that eventually led to the 2006 Second Lebanon War. Now that Israel has captured Beaufort Castle, they need to keep a hold of it because it's the only way to suppress a genocidal organisation that gets its funding from Iran along with Hamas and the Houthis. Hezbollah has been responsible for targeting many Jews over this past few weeks as Israel was attempting to take back Beaufort Castle. And I just want to remember all those that have lost their lives to achieve this victory. And all that blood would be wasted if they were to hand this back to the enemy. Israel, stay at Beaufort Castle and let no pressure from the wider universal world stop you from securing something that is strategically beneficial for Israel and her Jewish people. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.